Hey traders, my name is Akil Stokes, Forex trader and head trading coach over at TradeEmpowered.com. And today I wanted to share with you a video showing you how we caught a big bullish rally on the pound dollar today. So first thing I want to do is I want to show you a video recording that I sent to our syndicate members the day before. That's Wednesday afternoon, kind of setting up the trade setup. And then we'll come back and take a look at the outcome. Opportunities or more forced trades. And if you guys want to watch a great video on kind of the concept of the time versus money myth, just go over to the Syndicate Essentials course and just go down to lesson number 6 in time versus dollars myth. And Jason Stapleton does a great job of explaining that here, right? More is not always better, especially in trading. And it's a good example of, when you have a lot of trades on the radar, you don't want to be overexposed in the market. So keeping a small portfolio, of course, with proper position sizing helps to maintain that as well. But let's get to the technicals now. Let's start on the pound dollar because this may be completing soon. This is kind of a review. I showed you guys this in the trade floor this morning, but this follows up on the trade that Jason Greystone looked at this morning in our war room meeting. Looking at this ascending channel right here, which is typically a sign of lower momentum, loss of momentum in the trend, and looking for a reaction off of that level. Now, we looked at 2 levels this morning in the live room. We're actually looking for a trading opportunity right inside this level. Here was our kill zone. As you can see, we never got it. We did have a first strike entry right here. We were looking for a double bottom for a more conservative approach, and you can see the lower low, lower close invalidated that entry reason, right? One of the reasons we like to be conservative, especially when the risk reward isn't in our favor. And the market blew through that level. So it stinks that you don't get to take a trade, but you're also, right, by following your rules, you're also not involved in a trade that you shouldn't have been in, and we stayed out of a losing trade in this case. Now, the next opportunity that we're looking for actually comes right down here. I may have just gotten filled this. Oh, looks like it kissed it, but didn't fill it yet. But we're looking for a bullish cipher formation, right? So if I take my X leg down here at our previous structure support and go swing low to swing high, that's going to give us an X to A. This is going to give us an A to B. Our new structure high right here is going to give us a B to C. And then you can see our CD completion is going to come right down at this 786, which is going to be filled right now. We're getting some more movement in the market, so I should be filled. Let's see if I got any slippage there. If not, I'll do it manually. Yep. So I'm filled. Actually got a really good fill because of that. So some positive slippage, actually, guys. That was a good example. We're on the fly here, but slippage is basically when the market moves faster and really doesn't have a chance to hit your order at the exact mark. Typically, we see this in a negative way where we have orders at 132 flat, for example, and then the market moves so fast that we don't get filled until 132.12. And I'm like, oh man, the market took pips from me. Well, this was a good example where my orders were up at 131.98, and I didn't get filled until down here at 131.87. So a positive slippage, which is, hey, gives me a cheaper entry, gives me less risk, more potential reward here. So let me just get this on here while we're at here. Syndicate accounts, we're doing 1 in, 1 out. So we're looking for targets at 132.37. Keep in mind, guys, and I'll be doing this in my personal account, we did have that higher high, higher close on the daily time frame, right? This is a trade that I'm going to be holding on for trend continuation. I'll be looking for a move up to retest previous highs, and I'll be looking for an extension beyond that as well. And again, this is based off of what's happening on the daily chart, which is, you can see it on the 4-hour too, the higher high, higher close above previous structure resistance. However, in the syndicate, we're just doing 1 in, 1 out because we like to keep things simple. So cipher formation here on dollar yen. Let's head over to the euro yen, euro dollar. I may have to be quick here, euro dollar. So that was a look at the setup the day before, and you can see we got a little bit lucky on the trade, gaining some positive pippage. Well, The next morning, we saw a lot of activity in our favor. And then we came back and we discussed the trade in my live trading room. And what I want you guys to pay attention to is the story that I'm about to tell you, because I think many traders have been down this road. I know I have, and I asked my live trading room members, they have as well. Do me a favor, once you hear this story about kind of chasing the markets and really getting faked out, if you've ever been in this situation, or if you're, God forbid, currently in this situation right now, do me a favor and just leave a comment below this video. I think it's very important that traders see that you aren't the only one making this mistake. Typically, trading is a very, very lonely field where it's us and our thoughts, and we feel like whenever we make a mistake, we're the only ones doing it. In part because the internet only shares the good and not the bad, right? Everyone brags about their winning trades, but never shares their losing trades. So I think it's very beneficial for the trader to see that support, to see how many other traders are going through the same thing that they are, and see that many of these traders have been able to overcome those mistakes and really have gone on to have brilliant trading careers. So again, check out the footage from our live trading room as we kind of discuss the aftermath of this trade. And do me a favor, if you have witnessed or experienced what I'm about to show you, just do me a favor and type, "Yep, that's me, I have," below in the comment box. Well, that happened, and I actually got filled, about 10 pips cheaper than I wanted to. I got filled down at 31.87s. I believe, right? 31.87s? Yeah, 31.87s I got filled at. And so we didn't do anything yesterday in the market. We kind of just settled out as expected because we had the Bank of England stuff today. And I told you guys, right? I told you guys what I expected from the market. I told you guys, we talked about the CPI that came out on Tuesday, how that would affect a potential move on Thursday. And when the news came out, the first reaction was a high momentum move down. Right? Did you guys see this if you're watching live? A high momentum move down. This is what I used to do in the past, and I am embarrassed to talk about it, but I know you guys have done it as well, so it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. But I used to scream sell, sell, sell. Kevin's saying it, Daniel's saying it. I used to scream sell, sell, sell. I used to tell myself this, okay, Akil, there's a news event coming out. The markets are going to move on this news event. And I would position myself. I'd have my keyboard. I'd have my mouse, right? I'd have my orders open up on the side, my little on-screen trading deal. And I'd be ready. I'd be fingers tingling, right? Whichever way this market moves, I'm going to be quick to hit that buy or sell button, right? Spent the whole night before doing reaction drills, right? Got a practice keyboard and a practice mouse setting up. Little lights go out, green, red, right? You guys picture that? Me in my room just like practicing at night. What are you training for, man? Football? Professional basketball? Trading. Training for the news. Right? The hover finger strategy, right? And I used to, as soon as I would see that reaction, boom, sell, sell, sell. I got to get on this move, right? The train is moving. I don't want to miss it. And I would do it. I get slipped a little bit, right? So I want to get filled like right here as soon as the move happens. I get slipped a little bit and filled right here. And then guess what would happen? The market would start reversing, right? I'd be excited for a little bit. Whew, got it. Caught it. Down, 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 baby. We're going down. I open my eyes, see that the market's reversing. Wait a minute, what's happening here? Why are we going back up? I thought there was selling pressure. Why are we going back up? And then, of course, right, as the market goes back up, your position that was once in green, right, turns to that dreadful red. And it gets redder, and it gets redder, and it gets redder. And as it gets redder, what happens to us emotionally? We get scared. We get scared. We move stops. That typically happens. Or we just retreat. We say, you know what? Nope. Not going to work, not going to work, not going to work. So all those sellers, right? They're now scattering to their computers trying to do what? If you're in a sell position, you need to get out. What are you doing? Run into your computers, buy, 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 right? Floods of buying coming in, adding to the momentum. Well done, Daniel. And then, boom. So it used to bother me watching this. Now I kind of know the game. And this now I look back at all these conversations because, again, I was real young when I would talk to these institutional traders, and it just didn't make sense. I didn't understand that realm. At the time, I didn't care about it. You know, at the time, I cared about only what can make me profit. I didn't care about kind of just knowing more about the industry. I just was like, look, man, just tell me where to buy at, man. So I was young and immature, but now it kind of makes sense what they're telling me, how they're like, hey, it's a delicate dance because we can't afford to be wrong. So we have to try and trick you guys into doing what we want. And I'm like, nah, whatever. Where do you buy at? But yeah, and we saw a move up. So very good trade. Now, sometimes you are going to get stopped out. Slippage is going to get you. I got lucky. I did not get slipped out. My stops were, what, 43, somewhere down here. So I had a good 10 pips. But market moved up. We hit 50 pips on target ones. We just hit 130 pips on target twos. So it's nearly a 200 pip winner already. Obviously, in the syndicate, we're only taking one in, one out. But in my personal account, I've got a third target on waiting. We just got a higher high, higher close above previous structure highs. So it's been a good trade already. It's been a good trade already. Obviously, you can see the trade worked out pretty well. Hopefully, we get those third position targets hit. But what's even cooler is kind of the feedback that I've heard. There were a lot of syndicate members that took that trade and made a lot of money this morning. And in particular, I got an email from one syndicate member. I think he's new. I think he's on the dollar trial saying, hey, Kill, appreciate the ideas. Because of that heads up you gave us in the video yesterday, I was able to make 100 plus more pips on this trade than what I would have made. And I don't think this trader is necessarily a newer trader. I think he has somewhat experience in the market, but he's using our program really to just get more eyes on the market, you know, seeing what two professional traders are looking at every day and really adding that to his own analysis to bring more value and bring more consistency to his trading. And the cool thing he said was, hey, you know, making that extra profit on this trade, I've already paid for the next 2 months of my subscription. So I'm locked in for the rest of the year. And that's pretty cool to hear. And that's what I call an investment, when it can immediately pay you back. And now you're just working with house money. So love hearing stories like that. And as always, if you guys are interested, check out our syndicate program, check out our live trading room, stay in touch, stay in tune with what we're doing. If you want to see what we're seeing on a daily basis, as well as get some psychological hints. And of course, I've been doing more fundamental stuff as well, just giving the traders an overview of what's going on in the world. But you can do so by heading over to tradingpower.com. Just click the syndicate, click the live room. We'd love to work for you, or work with you, not for you, work with you. And of course, after you take the trial, especially for the syndicate, if you like it, I recommend signing up for that annual subscription. What you do is you save 50% if you just lock yourself into a year and you commit yourself to really trading the right way, putting yourself in the proper environment to become a better trader for an entire year. And I'll tell you, that does wonders on its own. So I will see you guys this weekend with the Forex market preview. If you're not on the email list, make sure you head over to the link below this video, tradingpower.com/forex-market-preview. That way you get it sent straight to your email as soon as I release it before it hits YouTube. And as always, like, subscribe, share if you feel this video was worth it. And I'll see you guys next time around. Take care. All right, traders. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please show us by hitting that like button and subscribing by clicking the button right below. If you're looking for more educational content, feel free to head over to our tradingpower.com website, or also take a look and you'll see more videos available for you. Have a good one.